Hey guys, how are you? I am showing you guys here the process of me applying the Gel-X tips, how I shape them, and how I seal the cuticle. Of course, this is my process, so please just by no means feel obligated to do what I do. This is just my process. It evolves, and I plan on showing you guys what I know. So in this video, we started, of course, with her nails already prepped. By that I mean cuticle work is done, nail bed is clean. I applied dehydrator and primer. My go-to primer is Young Nails Protein Bond, and I'm using the Creations Extend Gel to apply the tips. So I am applying a very thin layer of the Extend Gel on the nail bed. I'm trying to get as close to the cuticle as possible, close to the sidewalls as I can, without flooding any of those areas, of course. Then I'm applying some to the tip. I'm not carrying the slip layer, if you will. I'm just applying it, and then I'm applying the Extend Gel on the Apres tip as usual. I have my Gelish flash cure lamp above me, and it's touch activated, so that's why you see me bringing the nail up a little bit, just to make sure that it gets under the light and cured. I am using sculpted tips from Apres. I recently made the investment to get these types of tips, and I would really highly recommend it because not everyone has a flat nail bed, and I've run into some issues where all I had was just regular, like natural or just tips that were a little bit flat, and they caused a lot of issues in applying. So I was like, yeah, let me just make the investment, and I am really happy I did. I also recommend the Creations soft gel tips. They're really good, and I think they're a really nice dupe for the Apres line. But you guys can be the judge, of course. You can get yourself a pack and kind of check it out. But I feel like it does have a similar build to the Apres tips. But anyways, so I went through this process through all the nails. I made sure that there were no air pockets. I made sure that there was no seepage of the product. And now I'm going in with the shaping. So I'm clipping off the ends, and I'm shaping as desired. I'm using a 100 grit file. And as you can see, this is a bigger file, so I would definitely recommend seasoning it. And if you don't know what that means, it basically just means like rubbing the edges of this file on another file so that that hard edge is not as sharp. Because believe it or not, when you're filing into like the sidewalls and things like that, and you're making contact with the skin, it can cut people. So look up seasoning a file if you don't know what that means, but it's a very important step in this process of doing any kind of nail enhancement. So here I am just being mindful. She wanted a coffin, so I am just making sure I'm looking at the nail through all different types of angles just to make sure the shape is right. At some point I do look at the nails from her angle and make any adjustments as needed. Now I'm going with my mini sanding bit, and I'm going through the cuticles, and I'm trying to remove any excess product that may have seeped out. And I am also just trying to blend the tip into the natural nail. I'm being very gentle with this process. I'm trying to be mindful, of course, of not causing any damage. Now I'm gonna dust this off, and this is just me shaping the other hand. So one hand was coffin and then the other hand was stiletto, and she is a nail tech, so of course, we had to get one hand shorter than the other. She didn't want it to be in the way, so that's what we did, because I gotta hook the girl up, right? So yeah, we're just filing. You can see on this hand that around the cuticle is like a little bit white, and that's once again from the pre-filing I did on the tips to shape them to her actual nail, because not everybody has cuticles that go with the exact shape of the tip. I don't know if you guys ever experienced that, but some people have like more slanted or more narrow cuticle areas on their fingers, so on their nail bed. So it's just something that is you have to be mindful of. This is just a general prep that I wanted to show you guys, but of course we can go into detail with these things that I'm talking about. So now I am buffing the surface of the tip. I'm making sure I remove the shine. I like to do this because I feel like the polish adheres better and it looks smoother and more natural when I apply the polish and the art. Now I'm going with my acetone, just very gently around the cuticle. This is gonna melt the tip into the nail plate and make it look really flush, and that's it. And now she's ready for some nail art. We are about to bling this girl out. Thanks for watching.